Now, an update on Monday's breaking news. A 23-year-old man died after an apparent fall at Sleeping Giant State Park. Q30's Andrew Allison is live at the scene of where a Life Flight Air ambulance touched down on the Quinnipiac campus in aid of the hiker. Andrew, what information do you have for us?
Good evening, Anthony and Christina. The hiker's name was William Gatch, just 23 years old, from Statesboro, Georgia. Now, behind me is where the Life Star Air ambulance touched down on Monday afternoon. Now, the details of the apparent fall that caused Gatch's death have not been made available yet, but the investigation is ongoing. We have yet to see whether the university will address the problems plaguing its Title IX office. In a message to the younger generation, Dennis wants us to understand that we don't have to use bombs and instead use the skills and education we have to make a better mark on the world. Today is Election Day in Hamden, and the polls will be open for another few hours. Make sure to stay tuned for my full story on what the people of Hamden are saying. On Tuesday, the Quinnipiac community received some unexpected news. Quinnipiac Athletics revealed that they would be relegating the women's rugby team to a club sport and reinstating the men's track and field team. The women's rugby program has won 3 national titles and produced athletes such as Ilona Maher, an Olympic medalist. The university described it as a strategic alignment of their long-term competitive priorities. Many in the KU community were surprised and angered by this move, including Maher. I spoke with some KU women's rugby athletes under the conditions of anonymity, and this is how they're feeling right now.
Over time, for a university to show us like this little respect, not only to other players but also our coaches, it's just like incredibly upsetting. And I'm ashamed and really disappointed. It doesn't feel like I don't think our feelings or basically anything is being put, like, they clearly don't seem to really care about us.
It has been unclear whether current athletes will be allowed to keep their scholarships, but the athletes I spoke with said they would be allowed to keep them. Players were informed of the change around 20 minutes before Quinnipiac Athletics released its statement.
You couldn't even hear him finish the rest of what he was saying because everyone was bawling in the room. Even seeing my coach cry like that is just like, I never want to see that. I never want to see my coach.
Immediately after the announcement from athletics, there is an outpouring of support from the Quinnipiac and rugby communities alike. A petition to reinstate the team has now reached over 9,000 signatures. Many athletes are unsure of their future, as many are only at QU to play rugby.
So I have to figure out what I'm going to do, and if I'm going to do the transfer portal. Sadly, I might not be able to do, to transfer because I financially can't afford it.
The athletes also mentioned that they spend less than their budget almost every year and didn't understand how QU could cut their sport due to financials. Quinnipiac Athletics was contacted to further comment, but they referred Q30 to their original press release. The athletes I spoke with want the Quinnipiac community to remember that they're students too, and to be there and fight for them. Reporting from the Quinnipiac rugby fields for Q30 News, I'm Andrew Allison. You can't eat that. What do you have to say? What's your name?
This is Henry.
Hi, Henry.